Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Rimuru Tempest Reincarnation and Was Banished? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, I would like to give shout out to Pastor Otibalo for suggesting this idea. And I know many of you guys have been suggesting me the same idea as well. I apologize for not mentioning your name, but yeah, shout out to you all as well. Other than that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I will be uploading a horror story video on my new channel. I'm going to name it Apollo Horror Stories. Tell me in the comments how you like that name, and yeah, I will pin the link to that channel in the community tab, so check it out as well after the publishing of this video. And yeah, other than that, just enjoy the story. Our story begins at the end of an era in the Tempest, known as the Jura Tempest capital, as a demon lord. No, their lord has fallen. His name was Rimuru Tempest, a slime, and the strongest demon lord ever to exist, reigning over hundred of years over that area. Now he has finally laid to rest. As we see, Rimuru's spirit was now in a bright light, as he was again in front of the bright light that once sent him to that fantasy world. Oh, I'm back again here, huh? Yes, you are here, Rimuru. Now that's the name I went by, right? My other name. Even I forgot about that. Yes. The reason I called you here is to give you another choice. Would you like to reincarnate? I would rather not, but this time it will be a world of your choice. There were some worlds that I rather reincarnate in. The Dragon Ball world, even Narutoverse. Yeah, Naruto would be fun. Ninjas and shinobis. Hey, Kami, can I go into the Narutoverse as Naruto and with my powers intact? That is a bonus I was going to give you. You are allowed to leave to that dimension. But I must warn you, only one slot is available at the time. What do you mean? By a slot, I mean a dimension parallel to the original Naruto verse. Wait, you mean it will be a story similar to the canon one, but it will be different? Yes. Okay, I'll take it. It will not be the same as you think. Those who you think of as friends might not be so. Okay, said Rimuru, as then a bright light emerged and everything was blinding. As when Rimuru opened his eyes, he was an infant baby with blue hair and blue eyes. As he looked everywhere, huh? Where am I? As he turned his head, or tried to look at his left side to see a red-haired girl, similar to his age, an infant child, as he turned towards the other side to see what seems like a boy, again, with red hair with yellow streaks. Wait, Naruto didn't have any siblings, as he then saw Minato. Wait, what's going on here? As Rimuru then activated his skill. System, activate language understanding. Understood. Activation complete. Phew, thank God my powers are still intact. We must use them. Men and Mito are the most suitable one. Then what will happen to the soul? The soul will be given to Naruto. Wait, what? This never did happen in the original story. What is going on here? Alright, this is a different verse from the original Naruto canon story. Let's see where this thing goes. As the three of them were brought into the altar, as a seal was prepared on the three of them, as the Kyuubi was split into three in front of Rimuru's eyes, as it was sealed inside him and what seemed like his brother and sister, Menma and Mito. As after the sealing was complete, Menma and Mito were in front of Rimuru, hailed as heroes by the whole village while he was crowned. Oh boy, this never did happen. I know Naruto was crowned, but why are they getting the better treatment here? This is so unfair. And to think that Minato and Kushina would do this. So unwaifu material like, and so idealism less like. Rimuru thought, a little bit angry, as at that night, Rimuru or Naruto was given to Shizune, while the two Sanins and the parents went to celebrate Menma and Mito birth, while Naruto was forgotten. As Naruto was sleeping peacefully with Shizune, we go towards Naruto's mindscape. As Naruto appeared, levitating in front of the giant bars, as Kyuubi's eyes opened. What do you want? You insignificant flashback. How can I explain this to him? This is your mind, I can understand you. So you do know that I am different than any infant child. Yes. That is why I said these words. Now tell me, what do you want? Aren't you going to ask me who I am? I am interested, but not that much. It doesn't bother me. What if I tell you I can help you regain all your strength back? But why would you do that? Asked the Kyuubi. Because I'm not getting the fair treatment here. And this is so not cool that the original Naruto verse is changed. The main canon story is not like this. You lost me. What is going on here? Well, you see, actually I'm not from this world. As an holographic projector was shown, as a tiny blue-haired, yellow-eyed, humanoid figure was shown. This was my previous body. My name was rimuru Tempest, the strongest demon lord to exist. And I unified a nation in which monsters and demons could live together. In another world, in which I was reincarnated in. Wait, you were reincarnated as a demon lord in another dimension. Then why are you here? Because I passed away. After 100 years of regime and bringing peace amongst humans, demons, and the devils. And after that I was here, brought here. I see. Then what were you before that? Well, before that I was born in Japan. I don't remember the name though, but thanks to the mangas that I created and read in that dimension, that became super hit by the way, I was able to remember all of those events. Mainly yours. What do you mean ours? Well, I'm going to put it bluntly. Your main canon story was, actually publicized to each and every nation, and it was a huge success. I don't get it. Still, what do you mean a publicized story? This is real. This is not a story. Well, there have been cases in which people have been reincarnated into novels. I read some mangas about that as well at the time. I'm lost. I don't get it. What are you trying to say? The thing I'm saying is that it is a fictional world that we're in right now. Actually, I asked Kami to send me here, but I wanted to go into the main story and be a hero, but I guess I can be here at that. A little bit different, although. Well, I guess so. I know that much, that you're not lying. So how are you going to give my power back to me? Oh, like this. As with a snap, Menma and Mito's chakra was extracted from their body, even every ounce of it, and was straight sent to Naruto, as it was absorbed by the Kyuubi, returning it into its former glory. And before Rimuru's or Naruto's very eyes, it turned into a, girl with 9 tails, wearing a black yukata with orange lining, with orange hair and fox ears, and red eyes. As the girl walked from outside of the huge bars and hugged the infant child. Thank you so much, Master. Wait, what? Why are you calling me Master? And wait, you can turn into human as well? Why, yes, I can. Well, I and the other demons could. We took that form to just intimidate humans who wanted nothing more than our powers. I see, then why are you showing me this? Well, for one reason only. You have earned my trust and respect, and I have chosen you as my master. But that never did happen in the canon story. You could never transform, and you were not someone's slave like that or something like that. You didn't have that kink. Well, I do, and I chose you. Okay, I guess. As Rimuru thought. Wow, and I thought that I finally have some space from Shion, and All the gang. I guess I was wrong. As after that, Naruto's infant days were went along with Kurumi, as the Kyuubi's name was revealed to be. As on the other side, Menma and Mito were shown more adoration and love, while Naruto was forgotten almost all of the time because he was distinctive from his family. He neither had the red hair or the blonde. He had deep blue hair and blue eyes, just like his father, and a bit paler skin than all of them, with three whisker marks on each cheek, and hence he was ignored by all of them. As one night, it was their 8th birthday after time skip, Naruto was exiting his room as he was about to go get some fresh air in the evening. He was finally noticed by his mother. Naruto? Kushina asked unsurely. Yes. Naruto replied. Where are you going? Oh, what you asked? What do you mean by I asked? You're my son and I would like to know where are you going in evening. Oh, just to get some fresh air. I am getting quite bored here because I don't have anything to do. What do you mean? Weren't you supposed to be training with Menma and Mito? And at the same time, door opened as Minato, Menma, and Mito walked in. What do you mean? I don't get it. Menma and Mito training with me? You never asked me to, and you never really talked about this with me. Well, now that I remember, we never did, Mito said. And she walked towards Naruto and gave him a hug. Hey, Nissan. Hello, Mito, Naruto said, patting her head. What about me, Nissan? What about me? You know you're a grown-up, Menma, and we're not that much difference by age. I'm only older than both of you from, like, what, 5 minutes or something? Even though you're still our older brother, and that's so cool. As Naruto chuckled. Fine, fine, just go get your dinner. I'll be back by the midnight. That late? Won't you have dinner with us? No, actually I don't. What do you mean by that? I already ate. When you were resting on the couch, I made some dinner for myself and ate. Nissan, you cooked food again? Without us? You two were out, working out together with Dad and all. I didn't want to bother your training or disturb it. Well, see ya, as Naruto walked outside, as Menma and Mito smiled. Minato and Kushina, on the other hand, was quite surprised and, well, let's just say, they were shocked. As both of them sat down, alongside with Menma and Mito. Menma, Mito, what is going on? You never told us that Naruto could cook. Oh, I thought you knew. Well, he never asked us to tell you, and he was always alone. He saw us from afar and always smiled when we looked at him. At first we were scared to go near him, but he opened up to us and even helped us out a bit. What do you mean by that, Menma? Said Minato. He helped us out to do this, as Menma made his hand forward, and a blue sphere appeared in his hand. The Rasengan, but I never told you the basics about it. Well, Nissan did. He actually has a more, completed version of it. He added the wind element to it. Wait, he completed the Rasengan? Yes. Nissan read your scrolls. As he asked you, you were busy at the time teaching us. He said, yes, Naruto, you can do whatever you want. He then said that he went to your library and studied some of your jutsus and was going to, complete it or recreate it. Oh my god, Minato said, as suddenly there was a knock on the door, and it was none other than Jiraiya, while Naruto was away. Minato wanted to go and find Naruto, but he was stopped, as that thought left his mind. Oh, Sensei, why are you here in the night? I have bad news. As Jiraiya went aside as the door closed behind them. Time skip. 4 hours later, Naruto and Anko had their usual sparring match, as we see Anko glumping Naruto as a body pillow as she was resting near a tree branch upon a tree. You know, Anko-chan, you can leave me so I can go back home. Why do you have to go, Whiskers? You can stay here. Don't you want your Uncle Ne-chan to pamper you? Well, I'll be lying if I said I didn't, Uncle Ne-chan, but I have to go. They might get worried, and they were acting weird today as well. Who? My parents. They never even bothered with me, but today they just, well, wanted to communicate out of nowhere. I was quite surprised by that. Isn't it a good thing? It is, but I'm just cautious, that's all. Well, fine. Tomorrow here at the same time? I don't think so. Maybe the day after tomorrow. I don't know, maybe we as a family should go out tomorrow, I think. I'll miss you, but fine. See you later, Whiskers. And after that, Anko dropped Naruto outside of the Forest of Death as he dashed his way back to the Namikaze Uzumaki compound, ignoring the glares of the drunkard civilians and all those around him, and even some of the shinobis. As Naruto entered the door, and closed it, as he heard voices coming from the living room. What do you mean by that, Sensei? We can't leave him here. We have to. He's a cursed child. As prophecy has stated, one of your cursed child will bring devastation and destruction into this world, and he will be the downfall of Konoha. We cannot let him live here. He has to be either sent away or we have to go away from him. As Naruto's eyes widened. What? As suddenly, Naruto appeared out of nowhere in front of them, as Raiden said, looking at Naruto with cold eyes. I'm sorry, but it has to be this way. Either you leave or I have to take drastic measures. As a spear came in Jiraiya's hand. Sensei, what are you doing? It has to be this way, Minato. I'm sorry. As he dashed towards Naruto, but out of nowhere, a huge blue sphere arrived, out of which blue chains shot out and caught Jiraiya, as he was impaled to the other side of the room. How dare you? You have no right to judge me, or some prophecy can. It is up to me to decide what my future is going to be. I won't let a damn prophecy decide my future. It's already too late. I got the votes of all the council, the shinobi, civilians, and the elders alike. Gigi would never agree to this. He never. He was on a vacation, you idiot, said Jiraiya. Sensei, how can you do this? And they have banished him. Either he is to be banished, or you as a whole family are kicked out of the village. What? You can't do this to us. We sacrificed so much for this village. You have some guts saying that to me. Jiraiya, mark my words. You just made an enemy of me. As huge amount of aura started to leak out from Naruto, as floor started to crack, as Naruto's family was getting worried and somewhat scared of that aura, and so was Jiraiya. I will fulfill that prophecy now. But only those who stood by me, my family, those who I adore, Gigi and Uncle came to his mind, will be saved. The rest of you will perish. Mark my words. As a portal opened, as Naruto set foot into it, it opened to the woods. As Naruto looked back to his family one last time. I'm sorry, it has to be this way. But I promise you this much, Mom, Dad, Manma, Mito, that I will meet you all again and we'll be a family again. As Naruto shed some tears because he was finally getting the recognition and he knew things will take such huge turns of events out of nowhere, as Manma and Mito were crying as well at the time as Minato nodded. As the portal closed, as Jiraiya looked at the student and his family of his as he was on the floor panting. I'm sorry, Minato. Get out. You will understand in due time. I said get out! Jiraiya. As after that, Jiraiya left. I'm going to resign from this fucking job. I don't need it. It ruined and destroyed my family. Kicking my son out for some goddamn prophecy? As suddenly Fukusaka arrived. As Minato was there. Minato boy, I thought Jiraiya was here. He was. He just left. Why the long face? What is going on here? He had the audacity to come here and banished my son after attacking him. What? He told us that some prophecy was given to him that Naruto will be the downfall of Konoha and bring great destruction. And he just opened that path. Naruto vowed that he will do as the prophecy stated. Jiraiya is an idiot. We told him to not let him stray from the path. He should have listened carefully. Damn it, Minato said as he smashed his fist on the wooden panel and cracked it behind him on the wall. I will not forgive this village. We as the Toad as well apologize for what have we caused to your family. No. You gave a proper prophecy to Jiraiya. He just twisted his own words. Can you testify against Jiraiya in the council that I'm going to held now? Fukusaka nodded, as after half an hour the meeting was called, as the whole council had gathered now, inside the council chamber. As Minato then said, I heard that you all agreed to the banishment of my son. Minato, I'm sorry, but the prophecy was given by the Toads. Really now? The Toad sage Fukusaka-sama is here. Jiraiya boy, where are you? As Jiraiya stood up. Why did you twist the words? It had to be this way, Fukusaka-sama. It had to be, Pa. It is for the betterment of Konoha. I won't take any risks. I can make sure that he will not stray from a path, and you just made that sure, Jiraiya. We as the Toad will not benefit you anymore or aid you in your battles. You're on your own. You are kicked out officially from our clan. This was the last straw you pulled. With those words, Fukusaka left, shocking Jiraiya and everyone there. Jiraiya was now not even a Sanin. He was just a Jonin, a washed-up guy. And I, as the Kage, strip you from the rights of a Sanin and of a Jonin. You are nothing more than a civilian. What? You cannot do that to Jiraiya-sama, said the elders. He's not Jiraiya-sama anymore. He doesn't have the supports of the Toads. He's just him now, and I banish you from using my created jutsu. The seals appeared on Jiraiya's hands. What? As Jiraiya's eyes watered. Didn't you think that I will take countermeasures? I prepared those specially for you. That if you ever try to use it against my family or any other person, these will activate. As Jiraiya then said, you were always one step ahead, Minato, but I still stand where I stand. It was necessary. As we go towards Naruto, as he was crying in a faraway place in a cave where a huge waterfall was, as he was being comforted by Kurumi, who could now manifest outside of Naruto's seals thanks to his magic and mana. It's alright, Naruto. I'm here with you, aren't I? I know, but it still hurts. I finally got a family, and they finally started to notice me. And then this happens. I will bring down Konoha. I will show them what happens if they mess with Demon Lord Rimuru. Naruto, you're not Rimuru anymore. You're you. Naruto nodded. Suddenly, war cries were heard nearby. What's going on? We should check that out. As Naruto dashed towards where that was coming from to see that some rebels or some people were fighting other people. Aren't they from Kiri? As suddenly a three-tailed turtle appeared. Izubu. But what is she doing? As Naruto then saw a Sharingan. Isn't that it? Yes, the same eye. It's being manipulated. I have to help him. As Naruto appeared in the sky, as a huge red circle appeared. Lightning, as a huge red lightning struck on Izubu, causing it to make hisses and screams before it turned back, as Yagura was on the floor. As all of the other halted and the rebels were on their place, panting heavily, as Naruto levitated down in front of Mei. Are you alright? Yes, thank you for helping us. Naruto nodded. As for you all, a spell from a friend of mine, Ingel, as all of them turned into bloody mush, as all the rebels were surprised. As Naruto turned towards them with a smile. Well, now that's taken care of, guess I'll leave. Wait, Mei said. What is it? Won't you honor us by telling your name? Young one, you just saved us all. Oh, name's Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Namikaze? Aren't you? Yes, I'm his son. Although things are different, that is why I'm here. A little bit. What do you mean? Oh, well, I was... Tell him, Naruto, said Kurumi. Well, I was banished from my village, so I had no place to go. And I was just mopping over there and when I heard this sound, so I came here to see what was going on. And then I saw this, so I helped you. You can come with us. The rebellion is over. We as the rebels have won. This is the end of the Bloody Mist. You can come with us to the Kiri, where you can stay for some time. I appreciate that. As Yagura woke up, as Naruto was in front of him, as Yagura said, "Don't you know who I am? I am the Jinchuriki of the Three Tails, the mighty Three Tails. I am the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails," Naruto said as his eyes turned red with slits, as Izubu was scared of Kurumi, because she knew how strong she was. As Yagura became more sweaty, as Naruto with a single hand blasted Yagura into bloody smears, breaking Izubu from the control of the set Sharingan. As Izubu started to evaporate, "I will reincarnate again. I'll take some years for me to do so. I'm so sorry it had to be this way. I'm fine." And with those words, Izubu was gone. As the rebels finally cheered once again, roars were heard of victory throughout the whole ground. Time skip. 2 weeks later, the rebels have taken over the whole Mizu country, as now Mei was announced as the new Mizukage of Kirigakure no Sato. As Naruto was sitting there in her office, being glumped by her again. Wow, is my luck really good or bad? I don't get it. Why are women so obsessed with me? Naruto said. Mei-san, I can sit there. There are quiet seats there. Shut up, Naruto. Let me pamper you some. I don't need this. Really, then what do you need? She said, lifting Naruto's head from her mons and making eye contact as she leaned forward, and then stopped herself. What am I doing? He's just a young kid. I'll wait until you grow up, Naruto, she said, kissing his cheek, as Naruto blushed. Fine. Do whatever you want, Naruto said, as, well, Mei watched him leave, as he chuckled. Isn't he cute? Mei-sama, Ao said, are you turning into a pedophile? Shut up, Ao, or I'll melt you where you stand. Naruto then decided that he will live here for the time being, and that is what he did. Time skip. At the age of 14, many years later, we see Naruto still living in Kiri, as he has grown quite a name for himself and opened up a little bit of his own place, the Jiro restaurant, in which he sold many of the items that were unknown to many people, and they were quite liked even from outside of the village, as many other shinobis from different villages, whenever they came to trade in or do some missions, they will eat there, as well as some of the traders. As suddenly an envoy arrived. It was Jojiro. Oh, Jojiro, what can I do for you, buddy? Naruto, it's good to see you as well. Mei-sama has called for you. Wait, what does she want? Cuddle time, Jojiro said, looking down, as an apology. Fine, just let me close my shop, I'll be there. As Naruto closed his shop and went with Jojiro to that place. One thing was same for Naruto, his height. He was still as the same height as Rimuru and hasn't grown up a bit, making him almost look like a tiny preteen boy. But he was 14, so yeah, he was considered an adult at the time, while Mei was at the age of 19 at the time. Self-proclaimed Naruto's fiancée. As Naruto entered her office as Jojiro left, and when the door closed, Mei glumped him, as both of them were pushed to the ground. You know, Mei-chan, you could have waited. No, I didn't. I missed you so much, but we met in the morning, didn't we? Yes, it has been 8 hours since we were not together, in contact, so I miss your touch. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, remember? You don't understand a woman's heart, Naruto, but you're lucky that I love you. Me too, Naruto said, hugging her back. As then both of them got up, as Maiden said, I have a mission for you, Naruto. You know that I'm not a shinobi, right? Yes, but I do have a mission for you. There are Chunin exams that are going to happen in Konoha this year. I want you to go there. For what? Konoha is worried that Orochimaru is going to attack, and they asked us previous month about a peace treaty, and I accepted that. So, why are you doing this and asking me again? Naruto, you haven't met your family in 8 years or so. I want you to go and meet them. I see. I guess I'll wear some masks and so on. As after wearing a mask hiding his identity, Naruto left with Akiri's headband. After giving a kiss to Mei, that is, to keep her going, as Naruto arrived after 2 days of travel in the doorsteps of Konoha as he sighed. Well, here goes nothing. As Naruto stepped inside, after showing his purpose and identity as an Anbu, he went inside the Hokage office, in which Menma and Mito were standing. They had grown up, much more taller than him, while he remained the same. As he bowed and showed the scroll to the Hokage, who looked more older than before, with white streaks of hair inside his blonde one. As Mito then said, Naruto, Nisan? As both of them halted. Is it that obvious? Naruto said, lifting his mask up. As the three of them got up and rushed towards Naruto to hug him. Naruto, my boy, you're fine. It's good to see you, Nisan. It's good to see you too, but... oh man, I'm the only one who didn't grow up. Naruto said with a pout, as Mito then squealed and hugged Naruto, lifting him up from the ground, like she was the big sister hugging her little brother who was being pampered, as she squealed like a fangirl. That's so cute, Nisan. Just stay as you are forever. No, I want to grow up. I want to look manly, but here I am, with a kid's body, again. What do you mean by that, Naruto? I haven't grown again. That is what I mean. I've been trying to do so, but it didn't work out. Don't worry, son. It's all going to work out somehow, as that is when Kushina entered with lunch. As she saw Naruto, hey mom, as suddenly she dropped the lunch, which was caught by Naruto. There, saved. As then he was glommed to a huge bone-crushing hug. My little baby boy is finally back, as Menma and Mito started to snicker. Don't snicker, I'm still your big brother. Yes, I know, but it's still funny, as Naruto pouted. Shut up, Naruto. You're still a baby boy to me. And oh my god, you really do look like the same as you were before you left. Well, I didn't grow up that much. You have grown a bit taller, but not that much. It's good to see you all, Naruto said with a smile, as all of them smiled warmly at him as well. But Naruto, what are you doing here? I tried to lift your banishment, but it didn't work out. What do you mean? Well, the council is hellbent that you shouldn't be brought back just in case that you really do destroy the whole Konoha and all. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm going to do that. Wait, what? Yes. This place has made me suffer for 8 years, made me doubt myself. Am I really a monster that's going to do that? And you know what conclusion I came up to? Because of this prophecy, I was stripped from my family. And because of this prophecy, I was kicked out of my home, the place I called home. So why don't I make it fulfill it and make them regret doing so? But Naruto, you can prove them wrong. I'm gonna prove them right. By making them feel that what they did was wrong. They could have made things different. And the most thing I'm going to make regret is Jiraiya, by increasing his guilt as much as possible. I know that he's not a Toad-san anymore. He's just a civilian who's a drunkard and all that. He is. He always tries to get back into the council with some sort of civilian power, but he always fails. I know he will. He's just a coward looking for shortcuts to attain power and prosperity and the glory that comes with it. We all know that, Naruto. We all know that. Trust us. Well, I guess I gotta go back now. What do you mean, where? Well, towards my fiancé. Fiancé? Said all of them. Yes, she's a bit older than me. Here. Naruto showed them the picture as Naruto was forcefully being, given the ring in the finger, as Naruto was forced to give the ring to Mei as well. In the little bit album that Naruto carried, he cherished those memories even though they were forced a little bit on him. He still loved Mei, but he was shy about it. As Kushina started to, get angry, as her whole visage turned dark, her eyes turned white, as Minato, Menma, and Mito said, Naruto, Nisan, Naruto, run! As they all dashed away. Huh? As Naruto was pummeled to the ground next, by being bonked on the head, as Naruto was on the ground rolling with a huge bump on the head. How could you? What do you mean? How could I? What about Anko? Wait, what? Oh shit, I forgot! As Naruto dashed towards the forest of that to see that Anko was still there, but she didn't look okay. Anko Nei-chan. Whiskers, is that really you? Yes, it's me. As Uncle grabbed Naruto and started to cry. They took everything from me because of this curse seal that is eating me up. What do you mean? As Uncle dropped the handy to show that she lost almost all of her hair and was growing thin by the passing day, the seal turned into chakra cancer and is eating me away. As Naruto's eyes widened. No, I won't let it happen. As Naruto's eyes closed, as Uncle was still crying, I missed you. Thank God you're okay. Uncle Nechan, what I'm about to do, please keep it a secret. I will save your life, but it will have a disadvantage. What? It will make you a slave for me. You will be my slave for all eternity and be an immortal, just like I am. Really? Can I really be with you again? Yes. I promise. But it will hurt a bit. Anything. As Naruto then said, I would like you to please drop your clothes, as all the clothes were dropped to show that Anko's body was regressing quite fastly, and only Kurenai was the only friend who met her sometimes, while other of her friends rarely had the time to do so. And not only that, all of the other things that happened to her were that she was stripped from the IT department alongside her shinobi status removed because of her illness. Naruto removed the illness from the very own roots by killing Orochimaru's part soul and the seal evaporating and destroying vitality to her body, killing the chakra cancer as well. As Anko's body levitated and glowed, when she landed, she was back to her former glory, and then being still naked, she hugged Naruto bare, as Naruto and she then, while being embarrassed, kissed. And after that, rustling in the woods were heard, and in came out were Menma and Mito as Naruto gave Anko some clothes. Please, would you just give me some time? What? We wanted to see what was going on. As suddenly Kushina arrived from behind and bonked him again on the head. Itai, what was that for this time, Kachan? Why did you make her naked? Well, it had to be this way. And what were these rituals you were performing? Oh, these are mystic ancient arts. I have some bit of them stored in Kyubi's soul and mind, and Kyubi teaches them to me. Wait, Naruto, you've been talking to him? Yes, and actually it's a her. Her name's Kurumi, as suddenly a soul-like holographic figure appeared of a girl that was Fox. Yo, Kushina. Minato, been a long time, hasn't it? Kyubi, what have you done to my son? Nothing. We are on good terms, and he's my master. I've chosen him. What? As then she remembered, yes, Mito-sama did told us that each Biju has an physical appearance as well as a humanoid one, and they have different personalities. Yes, and each of us must have a master. That is how they become the perfect Jinchuriki. You mean Naruto is, yes, the perfect Jinchuriki of mine. After that, everyone was shocked and agreed to what Naruto had to say. And time passed and Chunin exams finally came. Naruto was also a guard with Anko, who wouldn't leave his side. And as the exams began, the first two stages went as in canon. Sasuke came back with the curse mark, and everyone was getting serious, as Naruto removed the curse mark from the very own roots just like it did to Anko and gave Sasuke a bit of the power. Sasuke had told him that he had Sasuke's gratitude, as Naruto nodded before leaving. As finally, Orochimaru attacked within the preliminaries round, and something interesting happened. Akatsuki arrived and raised the nation to nothing more than rebels, as Naruto fought them alongside his family and friends and dealt them accordingly. Orochimaru and the Akatsuki were gone, killed off, and now laid to rest, as only Konoha and him survived. As all of the council members looked at him and started to curse him that he was the bad luck that brought it here, as Naruto just started to chuckle, and he started to levitate with black wings behind his back. You think that I am still going to listen to your words? Here, let me fulfill your wish. You wanted this so damn much, right? You wanted your death at my hands. Here. Extraction! As the souls begin to extract from everyone, as they started to lift up. Destroy! As their very own souls were destroyed before Naruto landed. Naruto? What did you do? I destroyed their souls. They will not go to heaven or hell. They are erased. As everyone was shocked when it was revealed to them. Naruto having an ability to erase very own souls, it was never heard of before. As Jiraiya was also erased alongside this. So Naruto was able to survive alongside with Hiruzen and his family, as well as Kurenai, Anko, and Shizune as well. Tsunade and Tonton as well, alongside Naruto's family, as these were the only people that survived. Oh yeah, how can I forget Ichiraku's? But the rest of the populace, alongside the shinobi, civilians, clans alike, were gone, as everyone left with Naruto as they arrived in Kiri. The prophecy was fulfilled, but all thanks to Jiraiya and his stupidity. As time passed and Naruto was now at the age of 18, he married properly to Mei, Anko, and even Kurumi, who wanted to get married now being freed from Naruto, and Kushina and Minato gave them blessings. Time passed, and after 8 more years, Naruto was the new Mizukage, and not only that, his wives had many children, 3 from Mei, 2 from Kurumi, and 5 from none other than Anko, because she was getting freaky all the time. As Menma and Mito also married those who they love. Chojiro for Mito, and for Menma, it was Samui from Samui from Kumo. As the whole nation started to come together and form an alliance with one another. Since Konoha was no more, the most strongest and corrupt nation was gone. As 4 pillars stood together now as one. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.